What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Benoit Saint Denis shared his plans after his impressive TKO win over Dan last night, making it clear that he is aiming high in the lightweight division. After the fight, he initially called out Arman, especially since Arman is currently without an opponent. However, during the post-fight press conference, Benoit explained that his main focus is actually on something much bigger. He said that his first priority is to fight for major titles, and that his biggest interest right now is facing the winner of Max versus Charles. He also mentioned that he is closely watching the matchup between Justin and Ilia, as the winner of that fight could also be a major opportunity for him. According to Benoit, both the undisputed belt and the BMF belt are his main goals at this stage of his career. Benoit explained that he is fully focused on anyone ranked inside the top 5, and he believes those fights are the fastest way to reach championship contention. While he respects Arman and sees him as a strong competitor, he does not see that matchup as his first choice right now. For him, the priority is fighting someone who can directly lead him to a title shot. At the same time, Benoit made it clear that he is not afraid of any challenge. If the situation requires it, and the path goes through Arman, he is ready to take that fight without hesitation. He said that if it has to happen, he will fight Arman and secure his spot near the top. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to help support the channel. Moving on to another news, Jon Jones recently responded after his name appeared in documents connected to old files linked to Jeffrey from back in 2010. The situation gained attention after an old email surfaced showing a message about purchasing one of Jon's UFC fights. The email mentioned that the bout between Vera and Jones was not available on demand at the time, but could be ordered online and prepared to play on an iMac and Cabana. The message suggested offering help with ordering and setting up the fight, which quickly sparked discussion online. As the story began circulating, fans started reacting and sharing their opinions across social media platforms. Jon decided to address the situation in his own way. He reposted the story on his Instagram account and added a facepalm emoji, clearly showing his frustration and disbelief. He did not write a long statement or explanation, choosing instead to let the emoji speak for itself. Many fans interpreted his reaction as a sign that he found the situation unnecessary and exaggerated. For now, Jon appears focused on moving forward and not letting old headlines distract him from his career. Moving on to another news, Alexander Volkanovski recently responded to Arman's callout and shared his honest thoughts about the possibility of facing him. He said that if needed, he would even consider moving down to featherweight to take on Arman, showing once again that he is willing to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. Volkanovski explained that he respects Arman as a strong and solid fighter, but he is not completely sure whether Arman can comfortably make the 145-pound limit. He admitted that Arman is not too tall, but he is physically strong, which could make the weight cut challenging. Because of that, Volkanovski is unsure how realistic the idea really is. He also mentioned that, in his opinion, Arman should probably be fighting for the title right now, as he has earned that position through his performances. For that reason, Volkanovski feels the callout might just be something said for fun, or maybe to get attention. Volkanovski made it clear that he is not taking the situation too seriously at the moment. He believes there is no point in focusing on something that may never happen. Instead, he wants to stay locked in on the opponents directly in front of him. He reminded everyone that he currently has 2 serious challenges coming up in Lerone Murphy and Movsar. For now, his main focus remains on preparing for those fights and delivering strong performances. Until someone officially confirms a different matchup, Volkanovski plans to ignore the noise and stay disciplined, motivated, and ready for whatever comes next. Moving on to another news, Ilia is once again at the center of attention after Colby Covington made a bold prediction about a potential fight with Justin Gaethje. According to Colby, Justin would not even last 1 minute inside the octagon with Ilia. He confidently stated that he sees Ilia knocking Justin out within 60 seconds, saying that Justin's habit of ducking his head would leave him open for a perfectly timed uppercut. Colby claimed that Ilia would land clean and send Justin to the moon, emphasizing how dangerous and precise Ilia's striking has become. His comments quickly spread across social media, sparking major debate among fans and analysts. While some agree with his assessment, others believe Justin's toughness and experience could make the fight far more competitive. In the same interview with TalkSport, Colby also shared his thoughts on the current title picture. He said he is not fully convinced that Usman deserves the next title shot, even though Usman has been in the division for a long time. Colby pointed out that there are younger contenders rising fast, including Michael Morales, who he believes could realistically compete for a championship opportunity. Despite that, Colby made it clear that the fight he wants to see most is Ilia versus Islam. He described it as a true high-level matchup that could determine who the pound-for-pound best fighter in the UFC really is. According to him, if the UFC can make any fight involving Islam, it should be against Ilia. He believes that matchup represents the highest level of skill, strategy, and competition in the sport today. Many fans seem to agree with that opinion. Islam versus Ilia is widely considered one of the biggest possible fights in the UFC right now, and some believe the White House card would be the perfect stage for it. With Dana White preparing to announce future events soon, excitement continues to build. There is also growing speculation about Ilia's future. Some wonder if he could eventually vacate his lightweight title and move up for a super fight with Islam. Others believe the UFC may instead move forward with Islam versus Ian Gary, especially after recent hints from Ali Abdulaziz. With so many possible directions, the situation remains wide open. One thing is clear, the UFC has several blockbuster options on the table, and fans are eagerly waiting to see which path will be chosen next. Moving on to another news. Jon Jones has recently admitted that he is not fully confident about competing on the upcoming UFC White House card. It is well known that Jon has been pushing hard to be part of this historic event. He has openly asked and even practically begged Dana White to give him a spot on the card. However, at this point, it does not look like Dana is ready to change his position. In a recent interview with the Schmo, Jon revealed that many things are simply out of his control. He explained that he is still training regularly, eating healthy, and living the lifestyle of a professional fighter. Despite this, he is unsure whether a potential matchup with Alex Pereira will actually come together. One of the major reasons behind this uncertainty is Jon's past decision to step away from the Tom Aspinall fight, even after verbally agreeing to it. That move reportedly disrupted several UFC plans and may have affected his relationship with Dana. When asked directly about possibly facing Alex at the White House and whether he would return to light heavyweight, Jon made it clear that heavyweight is still his priority. He said he does not know what will happen next, but he continues to stay disciplined and focused. He added that he takes life one day at a time and understands that some things cannot be controlled. Regardless of whether he fights again, Jon said he feels blessed, grateful, and thankful for the life he has been given. Meanwhile, Dana White has stated that no official plans for the White House event will be finalized until after UFC 325 in February. Because of that, fans are now expecting major fight announcements to appear on Instagram in the near future. On a lighter note, Jon's longtime rivalry with Daniel Cormier also resurfaced recently. A video circulated online showing someone asking DC if he is friends with Jon now. DC immediately said no and explained that Jon only talks trash about him. He joked that Jon does nothing but talk and stir things up. Based on Jon's reaction in the clip before he noticed the camera, it is clear that the tension between the two legends is still very real. For now, it seems that their rivalry is far from being resolved. Moving on to another news, Alexander Volkanovski recently revealed that Mauricio Ruffy went through a serious health battle before stepping into the cage at UFC 325. Speaking honestly, Volkanovski explained that many people have no idea what Ruffy had to deal with in the days leading up to the fight. He said that he and Ruffy were honestly lucky that Ruffy even managed to show up that week. Volkanovski shared that at the beginning of the week, Ruffy was suffering from legitimate influenza. He had intense fevers, felt extremely weak, and was struggling just to get through basic daily routines. At one point, Volkanovski admitted he did not even think Ruffy would be able to make the weight cut, let alone compete. Because of that, the team had to focus heavily on keeping him mentally strong and motivated. He explained that the situation did not improve easily. Even on fight day, Ruffy was still dealing with serious physical problems. His body felt stiff, he had trouble moving properly, and everything felt like a struggle. Despite all of this, Volkanovski kept encouraging him, reminding him that mental strength would be the key to pushing through the pain and discomfort. Ruffy listened, stayed focused, and slowly worked himself back into the right mindset. Against someone as dangerous as Rafa, he still managed to perform at a high level and do what he does best inside the cage. Volkanovski described it as an incredible display of heart and professionalism. He expressed deep respect for Ruffy, saying that just showing up under those conditions deserved massive credit. Volkanovski added that if fans knew even half of what Ruffy went through, they would appreciate his performance even more. He wanted to share the story so people could understand that Ruffy's success was built not only on skill, but also on toughness, discipline, and unwavering determination. Moving on to another news, Nick Diaz recently opened up about how his life changed after his brother Nate fought Conor, and how the sudden explosion of popularity affected him in everyday situations. He explained that once Nate started having those massive fights with Conor, the UFC and MMA completely blew up. The sport became mainstream, and the fan base spread everywhere. Nick said it became almost impossible for him to walk around normally without being noticed. Wherever he went, people recognized him, approached him, and wanted to talk or take pictures. Because of that, he started changing the way he lived his life. Instead of freely going out whenever he wanted, he became more cautious. He shared that once he found a place where he felt comfortable staying, he would usually remain there for a while. It was easier than constantly dealing with attention in public. Nick admitted that it was very different from when he was younger. Back then, he could go anywhere, do whatever he wanted, and move around without thinking twice. Now, everything felt more restricted because of fame. While he appreciated the support from fans, he also missed the freedom he once had before the spotlight became such a big part of his daily life. Moving on to another news. Daniel Cormier recently shared his strong opinion about Alexander Volkanovski, saying that he now believes Volk is the greatest featherweight of all time. According to Daniel, what makes Volkanovski so special is not just his skill, but his attitude toward competition. He explained that nobody wants to fight tough contenders like Movsar or Lerone, yet Volk never looks for the easiest path. Instead of picking favorable matchups, Volkanovski simply says that if those guys are next, then that is who he will fight. Daniel praised him for never trying to avoid danger and never trying to protect his record. He said Volk only cares about proving himself against the best available opponents. Daniel reminded fans that while everyone respects legends like Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, Volkanovski's achievements cannot be ignored. He pointed out that Volk has now won 8 UFC featherweight title fights. 4 of those victories came against Aldo and Holloway, who are widely considered 2 of the greatest fighters in the division's history. Because of that, Daniel believes Volkanovski's resume stands above everyone else's. He said that night once again belonged to Volk, and it was another clear reminder that he is the best in the world. Daniel described him as tremendous, consistent, and mentally strong. He also added that he does not see Volkanovski slowing down anytime soon. With his discipline, mindset, and work ethic, Daniel believes Volk will continue dominating for years and setting even higher standards for future generations. Moving on to another news, Ariel Helwani recently shared his thoughts on why the UFC decided to book a rematch between Volk and Diego Lopes, and he admitted that he was not fully convinced it was necessary. According to Ariel, Alexander Volkanovski once again delivered a complete masterclass inside the cage. He said Volk continues to defy logic, remains timeless, and carries himself with pure class every time he competes. Ariel praised him as a fighter who is slowly building a legacy that will place him among the greatest of all time, no matter the weight class. Watching his performance, Ariel felt that Volkanovski had already proven everything he needed to prove. He reminded fans that Volk made his statement back in April, and there was no real need for him to repeat it again in such a similar matchup. He explained that, while the fight was still entertaining, it did not feel very different from what fans had already seen before. In his view, the outcome seemed predictable, and the message had already been delivered months earlier. Because of that, Ariel questioned the overall purpose of the rematch. He also mentioned that he could not help but wonder what fighters like Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev were thinking while watching. Both contenders are waiting for their own opportunities, and Ariel suggested they may have felt frustrated seeing a rematch take place instead of fresh matchups. Moving on to another news, Alexander Volkanovski recently responded to comments made by Jean Silva, who had sent him a message saying that he planned to train with Ilia in order to break him. The statement quickly gained attention, and many fans were curious to see how Volk would react. Speaking at the post-fight press conference, Volkanovski stayed calm and focused, reminding everyone what he believes a true champion should be. He explained that a champion's responsibility is to defend the belt, no matter who stands in front of them. According to Volk, champions do not pick their opponents or look for easy paths. They simply fight whoever the company puts in front of them and prove themselves inside the cage. For him, defending the title is about professionalism, discipline, and respect for the sport. When asked directly about Jean Silva's comment, Volkanovski admitted that he had just heard about it and did not take it too seriously. He suggested that Gian might be upset about Mauricio Ruffy joining his training camp. Volk explained that his connection with Ruffy came through management and training networks, and it was something that happened naturally over time. He described Ruffy as an incredible person, one of the nicest guys you could ever meet, and someone who simply wanted to improve his skills. Volkanovski said that he had known Ruffy for a long time, and working with him was always going to happen. He also mentioned that he knows Jean as well, which made the situation a little awkward, but he never intended to cause any tension. In his view, there was nothing personal behind the decision, and it was purely about training and development. He added that he had heard rumors about Jean no longer following Ruffy on social media, but he did not know if that was true. Volk said it should never be that serious, and that there was no reason for anyone to take it to heart. He made it clear that he does not understand why Jean seemed so upset about something so small. Later, fans also noticed that Jean was watching UFC 325 on a live stream with Baralho and Nina Drama. When Mauricio Ruffy was about to fight, Jean appeared to walk away from the screen, which only added more fuel to the speculation. Despite all the noise, Volkanovski remained focused on his role as champion, showing once again that his priority is defending his belt and staying true to his values.